Hey, my name is Scott with Pump Smith Company, and today I'm going to get in your face a little bit and we're going to talk about mechanical seals. So a seal is just what separates two things, just like a sandwich bag or say like a pipe when you put a flange on there. Like here's a gasket, at the end of the pipe it might have a flange. I'll put this on the end and this gasket is the seal. Smaller heat circulation pump, you'd use like an O-ring type seal like this, and it just keeps the liquid from getting to the outside. Picture a pump. You're gonna have the connection and the seal where the water comes in, the connection and the seal where the water goes out. The connections on the pump and the connection of the pipe, they're both fixed. They do not move. But there's a third connection that we really don't think about, and that's where the pump shaft and the motor shaft go into the pump. That's the third connection, and that connection actually has a rotating component, and that rotating component is what requires a mechanical seal. Now here's what's cool about a mechanical seal. Whenever you have two really smooth surfaces and they touch each other, it makes a seal, and at the same time one of these sides can rotate freely without breaking the seal. That keeps water from the wet end of the pump from getting into the electrical motor side of the pump. And I have gloves on because that surface needs to be very clean and very smooth. It's easy to contaminate these at the job site. You'll also notice a spring. That's what keeps that light tension on the two smooth surfaces at all times. It's another reason why you have to exercise your pumps at least once a week. It's recommended because a spring is not gonna really give even pressure on every part of the circle. It's good to exercise the pump, that way it moves and kind of puts pressure on a different section of the fix seal. If you don't do that over time, it could develop a small crack or fracture in there. Once that happens, the pump leaks. Here's a more of a cartridge style one where the rotating part comes in this sleeve that puts a more even pressure on it, so it's a little bit more of an advanced seal. And here's the fixed part of that seal. You see it has a O-ring on there as well. That's how you can tell it's the fixed part. So it would connect like this. The pressure would get put on it down here with some tension and it could spin free. Here's another example, a full cartridge assembly for a Grundfos pump, and just less room for error. They're a little more expensive, but you can see how it allows rotation a little more clearly. This is the wet end side, would be from here where the water goes through at high pressure, and it keeps water from getting over to this side where the motor shaft would go in. All right, and that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe, and suggest any other videos we should make. Thank you.